What is up, water signs? Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, how y'all doing? We're going to take a little look here tonight and see if the person that you're dealing with or thinking about or inquiring about will reach out in June. I did put June, didn't I? Did I put June or May in the title? I don't remember. I'll have to double check that, but it's June. So if I accidentally wrote the title wrong, I have May in my head real loud right now. So I don't know if I put that in the title or not. Anyway, this is for June 2025. This is going to be one mini reading for each water sign. One for Cancer, one for Scorpio, one for Pisces. For those of you who are in need of a personal reading, all the information you need on how to go about doing that is right down here in the description of this video. And remember, we got about a week and some change, and my course on how to read the tarot is going bye-bye. June 1st. So the link for that's in the description. The link for everything else you need is in the description too. All right, Cancer. Cancer, let's see how this person feel about you. Do they want to talk to you? Do they have anything that they want to say? If so, what? If not, why not? Does this person want to talk to Cancer? Do they have anything that they want to say? Nine of Pentacles reversed. That's a weird card to jump out. All right. Queen of Swords reversed. I think they're a little bit worried that you're mad at them for some reason. Now, they do things to get your attention from time to time. But it's kind of unclear as to why. So far, it's not really looking like they want to talk to you as much as they're just wondering if you're still mad at them, you know, or they're just wondering how you feel about them. They wonder if you love them, miss them, hate them, or just completely forgot about them. It's kind of what it looks like to me. It looks a lot more like they just want to know how you feel. And it doesn't really look like there's something, it doesn't look like they're putting a whole lot of thought into it. So what I mean by that is, let's say somehow, some way they did find out that you have some kind of feelings or whatever. Okay, well then what? What comes after that? They're not thinking about it that deep, you know? Okay. All right, well, let's see. Let's see if they're going to reach out. Fuck it. They're going to reach out. Is this person reaching out to Cancer, universe? Are they reaching out? Two more shuffles. Two more. Ten of Wands. Now, I think they're just kind of continuing to see if they can get your attention and waiting to see if they get a response from you. Yeah, okay. All right. Well, that was quick. Could be a Pisces for some of you, I guess. You know, it could be anybody. Those are just energies. Let's get the advice then. Let's jump straight into the advice. What's the advice for Cancer? Would it be a good idea for you to reach out? Or should you wait? Or should you just shut the door on this and fucking run? What's the advice? Advice for Cancer. Ooh, 10 of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles. Oh, 2 of Swords. 7 of Swords. Well, think this through. Think this through. before you decide to reach out to this person. I would say that if you do, just second guess anything this person says. I don't think they really have any plans of being genuine, upfront, and honest with you. I don't think so. Not really. They're probably going to play little mind games with you, just to see what kind of, they're just testing you emotionally just to see if they can get a read on how you feel. So it wouldn't surprise me in the least if they was to say something, like a little backhanded compliment, or say something really covert and clandestine to see if they can get a little emotional reaction out of you, So if you can just kind of keep that in mind and just try to pop away and observe the situation. But yeah, if it was me, I wouldn't have a desire, honestly, to talk to somebody like that. I mean, I know a few people like that, honestly. Come to think of it, matter of fact, there are a few people like that, not really ex-lovers per se, but just doesn't matter who it is, And I don't personally have a desire to talk to anybody like that. That's just me. I'm not saying do it my way. I'm not saying that if you don't agree with me, I'm right and you're wrong. That's just a difference in opinion. And I don't personally have a desire to talk to anybody like that. If I'm going to talk to you and you're just going to blow smoke at my ass and just play games and just test to try to get a reaction out of me, just to give little hints and suggestions, fuck that. So I guess just take that information and do with it what you will. If you want to reach out to him, I'm not judging you. All right. Scorpio. 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 Does this person want to talk to you? Do they have anything that they want to say? If so, what? If not, why not? King of Cups reversed. Queen of Swords reversed. Okay. All right. Well, so we got the page of, by the way, just to let you know, one of the most common cards to come through when I'm doing this particular reading is the Page of Pentacles. Anytime you hear me say they're doing things to try to get your attention, 9 times out of 10, I'm referring to the Page of Pentacles. Depending on what comes through, sometimes the Knight of Pentacles. But we got Page of Pentacles in the reverse here. So that kind of indicates to me that they have done things to try to get your attention. And since it didn't work, they're not really doing that anymore. Now, why didn't it work? Who knows? Either you blatantly ignored it on purpose because you ain't got time for little childish ass games like that, or it just never hit your radar and you never even realized they were doing it. I don't know. But it kind of feels to me like with the Death card here, they're kind of just assuming that this is just a done fucking dollar. It's done. Dun 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 dun. Tower, yeah. Dun 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 dun. I don't know, man. It doesn't really look like it. But see, here's the question then. Here's the question. Doing things to try to get your attention, why? Why? That's the part that it's not indicating here. And when it doesn't indicate why, the only thing that I can assume is that they don't even fucking know why. They don't even know why. You just take up space in their head. You own every square foot of space in their head, and it's just like an itch they can't scratch. They don't have anything specific that they want to say. They don't have an end goal in mind, So, okay, well, let's see if they're going to reach out. Kind of going in circles now. Let's see if they're reaching out. Is this person reaching out to Scorpio? King of Wands. Kind of looks like they're sitting very firmly planted in one spot. I think, honestly, this person's a little bit too insecure to reach out. That's what this feels like to me. I think they're a little bit too insecure to reach out, but I'm not seeing any movement here in the month of June. What I do think, though, is that they are patiently waiting for the right opportunity. And so if they saw what they would consider to be a good opportunity, they might. Other than that, though, probably not. Now, what would an ex consider to be a good opportunity? When you're at a weak point, right? Something bad happens to you. You get cheated on. You get broke up with. You lose your job. Your car breaks down. Granny's in the hospital. Something like that, when you're at a weak point. Most of the time, not always, but I would say probably 75% of the time, when an ex comes back, they wait until the time is right. When you're at a weak point and your guard is down, Okay, well, let's get the advice. Would it be a good idea for you to reach out to them? What's the advice? Ooh, 9 of Cups. You probably already knew I was going to say that, though, didn't you? Make sure you're standing solid. Make sure you got some firm boundaries set. Let me see what else. Yeah, and the Sun card. Knight of Coins. Ooh, 5 of Wands here. Well, I would say monitor the energy. See, now, when you're dealing with somebody that you already know, this isn't the advice for every situation. This is only advice for when you're dealing with somebody that you already know, that you've already dealt with. When you can feel the energy slipping back into what it was, just ghost them. Just ghost them. Poof. You know why? Because you know what you fucking did. You know what you did. You said that same old fucking thing that starts that same argument every fucking time. You start playing that same old game, just ghost them. They know what they're doing. They know exactly what the fuck they be doing. Thank you, Andrea, for the super chat. Appreciate you. Thank you. They know what they doing. Come on now. So that's what I would say. Monitor the energy. If you start feeling like they're poking at you or, trying to throw a pity party or anything like that, and you can feel the energy sliding back into what it once was, in a negative way, ghost them. Ghost them. I'm not playing that game with you. You going to keep trying to start fucking arguments with me? Poof, ghost, block. Just monitor the energy. I forgot to show you shit. Where'd it go? Hang on. Oh. Because if you don't, it could turn ugly really quickly. Okay. Careful with that. Proceed with caution. Pisces. Pisces. Let's see if this person want to talk to you. Does this person want to talk to you? Do they have anything that they want to say? If so, what? If not, why not? Does this person want to talk to Pisces, universe? Ooh, 3 of Swords reversed. Okay. Star reversed. Magician. 5 of Swords reversed. I'm just seeing a lot of energy of healing here. A lot of energy of healing. Like, we got 10 of Swords and 3 of Swords both reversed. You know, that's a lot of healing energy right there. But then we also got the 5 of Wands down here, which kind of feels to me like they're still very, very guarded, very defensive, and still on edge with this whole situation, you know? So honestly, it doesn't really feel like they have a whole lot to say to you, because it feels like they're trying to hold back and at best completely heal from this. At worst, make you think they've healed from this, you know? So, yeah. It's hard to say there. It's hard to say. If they did have anything to say to you, it probably wouldn't be very nice. Probably not. Well, let's see if they'll change their mind. Some of you dealt with a Leo, possibly. Also have Aquarius here. You know, it could be anybody. Those are just energies. Let's see if they're going to change their mind. People change their mind all the time, man. Let's see. Is this person reaching out to Pisces? Three of Swords. Or I'm sorry, 3 of Wands reversed. No, I think they've pretty much been waiting to see if you were going to reach out. And since you haven't, they're just kind of turning their back on this, honestly. But they're not moving on from it. Now, so, okay, when we say move on, what does that mean? Okay? To me, move on, when somebody moves on from something, that's way deeper than moving on with your feet. Okay, you can walk away. That doesn't mean you've moved on. You can hop on a plane, fly across the country, get into a new relationship, start a new job, buy a new house, have a new family. That doesn't intrinsically mean that you've moved on. Moving on happens in here. So you can move on with your feet, but that doesn't mean you moved on with your heart. And so it does kind of look like they are turning, walking away from this and slamming the door shut on this, but they're not moving on in here, if you see what I mean. It looks like they're just making a decision to, I guess, make a head over heart decision and just shut the door on this, because I don't know why. It's not really telling me why. Let's get the advice. Advices for Pisces. Ooh, Queen of Swords. Well, make sure whatever you do, you keep your head above water. Swim to the surface, pop your head above water. Make sure you get plenty of air so that you can think straight. This is kind of saying wait. Look. This is saying, wait, right now is not the right opportunity. It's not the right time. It's not the right opportunity, not the right time. Right now, I think, like I said, this person is still wrapped up in a lot of bitterness, anger, resentment, and somebody who's bitter, angry, and resentful is much, much, much more likely to play with you. You know, much more likely to play with you. Matter of fact, and this is a very common message. This comes through a lot. So don't feel like this is just your situation. I see this come through very frequently. That would probably make their fucking day if you reached out. Oh, they would love that. But not so that the two of you can work things out, or clear the air, or squash the beef, or bury the hatchet. Because it would make them feel better about themselves if they were chasing you, or I'm sorry, if you were chasing them and they were running from you. That would make them feel better about themselves. Now's not the right time. See, the energy that this person is moving in, is not going to sustain itself for very long. It's not going to sustain itself for very long. Now, the question is, when the opportunity is right, will you even care at that point? That's the toss-up. I'll be honest with you, most of the time when things like this happen, by the time the time is right, you won't even give a shit anyways. But, yeah. Just if you do decide to reach out, don't let this person play with you. Don't let them play with you. What I would do, okay, let's meet in the middle, okay? Let's meet in the middle. I would start off by simply shooting them a closure message. Just a closure message. No hidden intentions behind it. Not how are they going to respond. Fuck how they respond. Who cares? Doesn't matter how they're going to respond. That's not the point. The point is, I want to let you know, for no good reason other than simply the sake of you knowing, that I've released this and I hold no ill will against you. I don't care how you respond. I don't care if you return the favor or if you tell me to eat shit and die. I don't care. I am doing what I need to do to send love and light your way. The frequencies you cast are returned back to you. So if I throw love and light at you, love and light is going to come back to me. If you throw shit at me, shit is going to come back to you. It's that simple. It's really that simple. So, but be careful with that if you decide to do that, okay? Thank you, Andrea, for the super chat. Appreciate you. All right, y'all. I feel like those were the messages that my water sign family needed to hear. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. Thanks again for tuning in and playing along. Don't forget the information for personal readings is right down there in the description. And don't forget, we got about a week and some change, and my course on how to read the tarot is going bye-bye. That goes bye-bye on June 1st, 2025, okay? All right, y'all, I'm out of here. I wish you love, luck, light, and prosperity on your journey. Stay blessed.